In this part of the tutorial, we're going to demonstrate the basic usage of PanLocalization UI. To do that, we'll go through this basic demo scene that we prepared for you. Here in the scene panel, we have the localization demo script attached to the main camera of the scene. This is a very simple scene designed only to show how localization system works. First, let's have a look how to change our project's localization. It's pretty obvious actually. Here you can set the localization by assigning the key code of the language you want to change the localization to. For instance, here when the button is pressed, the line PanLoc Manager instance current language will change the localization of our application to English. Secondly, what we're going to show you is how to be able to localize any object in your Unity project. As you can see, we have two different ways to access the translation from the localization files. One of which is directly accessing it via lock script. The lock script contains all your terms inside this. The other is retrieving it via its term key as a string. If you're now asking how I can localize other buttons or labels or any other localizable objects, here's how. To be able to localize an object, for instance a button in Unity, first you have to add the PanUI localize script to the desired object. Once you've added it, you can set up which term this object or item is going to be assigned to. In this case, it's going to have the Hello World key in it. Now we can go ahead and change this into something we want in particular. Notice how the UI gives us feedback as we have not yet generated this term. We can go and create a new term named dialog inventory. Immediately after we create this, it's written in the pod file, and we can delete or edit the term via this UI. And there's also this show translation checkbox, which allows you to see which translations this term has available. The last and important bit of the usage of this plugin is to add the get localized string script, which includes the mechanism to keep the localization system updated, actually working. As you can see, there's a localize function in this script, which is connected to a handler which broadcasts a message that invokes this function whenever there's a change in localization files. Now let's see the localization system in action. As you can see, we have no translations yet available for this term. But if we change it to a term that we previously defined, and it has some translations, you're going to see they're going to show up here. And as soon as you click on these buttons, as you can see, it's going to retrieve its own translations and display it on the UI. I guess this will wrap up this video, basic usage only, and we'll continue with the next one.